Welcome back. Motivational speaker and life coach Bose Fawehinmi is here to conclude the conversation we started last week about singles preparing for marriage. Wow. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I know you arrived really early, so thank you for staying with us throughout the show. So we started this discussion last week, talking to singles. And, people getting ready to, people say, oh, I'm ready to get married. But there are many things that they probably are not paying attention to. Can you talk to us about some of these things? Okay.
So somebody will just say, I'm of age and everybody's getting married, so I want to get married, forgetting the fact that you need to put some things in place before you venture into any maybe business or whatever project you want to embark on. So same thing with marriage. You need to prepare and know some things before you start. So today I just want to touch on a few things that the person needs to know. So number one, you need to be very self-aware of yourself. You need to
self-aware.
Yes, you need to really know yourself, because some people don't know themselves. Because if they know themselves well enough, when you see somebody that is not a fit for you, you would know. Because you know that, no, me and this one, we can't flow. But if you don't know yourself, then anybody may look good to you. So you end up getting into wrong relationships because you don't really know who you are. So how do you begin to know who you are? For you to know who you are, you need to really pay attention to yourself and start to observe some things about you. You want to know, we call something vitals. So, I mean, it's easy for you to remember. You want to know your vitals. So it's an acronym for some things which I will just run through now. V is for your values. So what are your values? Ask somebody on the street, so what are your values?
Most people just
values, but we do have values. We may not know that that's what they are. So your values are those things that you think is very important to you.
So do you itemize these things? Do you then say, okay, what are my values, and then you write them down?
Yeah, because if you want to go on a journey of self-discovery, you want to say, okay, now I think I want to start to pay attention to who am I? If somebody tells me that, okay, if you treat me as a product, like maybe a phone or a gadget, if you are buying something like that, it comes with a user's manual. Right. So the user's manual tells you everything about that gadget you have bought, how to handle it, when it will work well, and all of that. If it's malfunction, what you should do. Right. So kind of try and prepare a user's manual for yourself.
So the first thing is the values.
Yes.
That's on the vital acronym.
Yes.
So what's the next thing?
So the next thing are your interests. That I now. What are your interests? What makes you tick? What is it that gets you excited? Makes your pump start, your blood start flowing high. Like you say, oh, I love this. So you need to know.
It could be arts, it could be fashion, whatever it is. So you itemize those things as well.
So you know that these are my interests. The next thing there is T. That's your temperament. So if somebody were to describe you, what are the adjectives they will use to describe you? So for somebody like me now, I don't think they will use some kind of words to describe me. They can't likely say she's calm or, but they will use some words like she's focused, she's determined, go-getter kind of thing. So each one of us, we have certain words. So that kind of tells you your personality, So you know all of that. What's after T now? Vital, A?
Yeah, A is the next thing, yeah.
Okay, so your activities. Now, your daily activities, what are the ups and the downs on your daily schedule? So if you are the type that whenever you get to do some certain kind of things, you are like, hey, you like those things, maybe, so those are your eyes. Then your low points are those things that you really just drag yourself through. You don't really enjoy doing, So that will give you an idea of maybe the kind of job you are even supposed to be doing. I mean, if you don't like sitting still at a desk, so if somebody asks you, how was your day? You just go like, oh.
It was boring.
Oh. My day was just somehow. But if you did some other things that you really like, say, oh, my day was so beautiful. So paying attention to those kind of things will help you to know that, okay, I think this is what fits me and this doesn't fit.
And then how about the L?
The L, okay, your likes and your, I mean, okay, so
likes and dislikes.
Okay, no, so now I can put that L now, maybe your lifetime goals. Okay, so let's use that for your lifetime goals. Right. Your, where do you want to be in 10 years' time? How many people can answer that? Right. They just say, I will just be fine, you know, I'll be married. Yeah, and then I'll have kids.
I'll have kids, yeah.
That's all.
Things like that, yeah.
So in 10 years' time, where do you see yourself? I should be a rich man by then. How? So some people, if you don't really know where you are going to, where did you want to be, then you can just end up with one person that is going in the opposite direction.
Right. So as a single person thinking about getting married, you need to become self-aware, and you know, and the process of self-awareness starts from this acronym VITAL, which you then begin to identify your values and other things, and ensure that this is me.
Yes.
And so if you're then meeting somebody else, you can be able to explain to them that this is who you are.
This is who I am. So I said vitals. So there is still the S there. That is for the strengths. You know, your strengths, and you know, your strengths, your natural abilities, and all of that. So when you're very, very self-aware, you would know exactly if somebody comes and wants to say, okay, can we roll together? You know, be worker, you know, not somebody like you, because you really already know yourself. Other things you may also want to know about yourself is what we call love language, for example. So your love language, that's why I perceive love, because that makes a lot of single fall into error. So now we have 5 basic ones. Physical touch, you are the one that, like, you know, if somebody is touching you, you just feel loved.
They call those ones touchy-feely.
Yeah, you just like it.
Definition there.
Touchy-feely, it's okay.
Touchy-feely. So they like to touch and hold hands and things like that.
They just like it, and it makes them feel good. They feel loved that way. Okay, another one is words of affirmation. You love it when somebody tells you, oh, you look good, you are the one that rock my world. Hey, without you.
Yeah, things like that.
Where would I be? And all of that. So, you know, those kind of things, you know, you enjoy that. You like quality time. That's the third one. You want somebody to spend time with you. You like to spend time with the person you love. And
pay attention.
Pay attention. You just want to be with that person. Right. Fourth one, receiving gifts. You are the gift person. It doesn't have to be expensive. Just that somebody gives you something, you just say, oh, he was thinking about me. You know, that's that. Then the last one is, which one now? We've talked about the touch.
The ones that like touch, the ones that like gifts, ones that like
then
attention.
Service. Okay, the service.
Okay,
yes.
we haven't talked about
so
service.
You want somebody to help you do stuff. If I help you clean your shoes, or I helped you, you know, relieve you of your duties, you just be like, oh, thank you. Oh, this guy is so nice. So now, how does that play out in relationship? You would not know that it's because I am speaking your love language. That's why you are just perceiving me like, oh, I'm so good to you, you just love me. Without you looking at those other things about my life. So if I want to really press you very well, I know that you are the one that like words. So I just croon into your ears on the phone every night. So how you, and you know, just keep talking to you, keep talking to you. Without paying attention
to the other things.
You will just be falling in love with me because I am speaking your love language. And you're not going to put other things into perspective. But if you are aware, if I know myself, that I fall for words a lot. So once one wrong person starts to bring some words, I just kind of like say, no, it will work, you know?
All right, Mr. Fawehinmi, we have to round off this love language on the conversation for today. Hopefully you'll help us round this off next week as we still talk to our singles. But for now,